Back in the 1970s, when television used to shut down around 1 AM, did you stay up and watch those late night movies? Because that's what this video is about. I've just seen this, and it's given me a flashback. When we were in Burnham and Lakeside, we'd shut the arcade at about 11 at night and go in and have a cup of tea and something to eat. Dad would go on the phone some nights with Uncle Henry Murphy, who was at Pevensey Bay with his arcade, to see how they'd done that day. These phone calls could go on for an hour or more. During this time, me and Mum would have the telly on, and often there would be a late night film on. Now, before I tell you the films we'd watch, I'd like you to hit that button, and if you've got any memories of watching late night telly back in the 70s, feel free to comment below. The Marx Brothers were favourites of my mum, and we'd sit and watch it with the sound turned down so as not to interrupt my dad on his phone call, because those were in the days when the phone was static and you couldn't walk into another room with it. Mum would have seen the film many times over the years, so she'd be telling me what was going on and sniggering like she did. Think Muttley. She loved the situations they got themselves into and used to get so excited, even though she'd seen the films many times before. We would probably get to hear the last 15 minutes of the film when Dad got off the phone. The other films that we'd see at night would be like Dracula or Frankenstein, House of Wax, those type of horror movies. These were stars that my mum loved, and she'd so look forward to seeing them. The fact that we watched them as though they were silent movies made them all the much better, because Mum would give me a running commentary on them. From Easter until November, we'd never get to see normal telly, as we were always open till 11 o'clock. We only ever got to see anything that was on late. We would watch anything until the telly went off as we wound down from our day minding the arcade and the bingo. I always wondered what it was like to watch the telly in the summer. Now I know, and I would love to go back just to spend a night like the ones we had, watching telly with the sound turned down, Dad chattering away in the background on the phone, and me and Mum laughing like naughty school kids. And if you'd like to click up there, I'll tell you how Debs and I have gone about recapturing the feeling of watching telly when we were young.